Happy New Year's, YouTube land. So check this out. As you watch this video, it's probably going to be on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And what I'm going to do in this video, we're basically going to do a year-end, for lack of a better word, review or impressions of the new gear I bought for 2021. I really, if you follow my channel and you look at my previous reviews, I do a lot of like day camping. I do a lot of surplus equipment. Things like this German kit mat. I've mentioned a lot in my videos and I sing the praises of it. And you've got this British basket tent. By the way, these I have not done reviews yet on these. I've had these for years, but I've mentioned them. Great equipment. And I like to go on overnight hiking trip, like either a hiking trip or a day trip that I can fit in something like this. Little 30-liter pack. However, in 2021, I decided to change things up. I wanted to get outside more often. But to do that, I had to upgrade my equipment. One, because where I live, we have a lot of water, so there's mosquitoes, spiders, even ticks and stuff in the area. So if I was going to be out like in the middle of summer to be safe, I need some better equipment to go camping with. And also, I just wanted some comfort items. I mean, there's some stuff I saw, this is where I got influenced by the influencers. I saw some really nice stuff on some YouTube camping videos. I'm like, you know what? That'd be really cool. So I went ahead and checked that stuff out, bought some stuff, and now I want to share how it was for 2021. Stuff you might be interested too. So, let us get going. Alright, first, now, I already covered on like these preview videos. I have the Rush 100 and I have the Eberlestock Tomahawk. Both of these, if you watch those preview videos, and you can look at the card up in the corner here somewhere, I can tell you they both got their problems. They're both comfortable. That's the good news. They are both comfortable. I like the layout overall of both of these. But they both got their problems. There's a really stupid design with the way they design their pockets. It's very aggravating. This thing is super aggravating with this lid. You can never get it positioned right. But you can watch the preview videos for both of those. So that's number one. I gotta say though, if you look at the Rush here, I got the medical pack, side pouches and stuff. That should tell you which one I've been using more. I have been using this more for camping than this one. Basically, it's a little bit bigger, 60 liters versus 51. That's part of it. And also, it's just, this thing's so far, I mean, this is not a review, so I might change my mind here later. But right now, this, I like, there's a lot of good features, but this setup just not working for me. So I decided to work with this. Now, in no particular order, something else I do. We'll go through this gear. Hammock camping. This is a DD Hammocks, right? This is the Frontline hammock. And now on Amazon, this is going to cost you, I think, roughly $99, maybe $90. But go to DD Hammocks website. Do not order from Amazon. Order it from the UK. And it's cheaper. Believe it or not, as an American, say you're an American, and you're ordering from the States, it's cheaper to go from England to the States than from Amazon to your home state. They just sell it to you cheaper. And if you're in the military, doesn't matter your country, apparently. If you're in SAR, Search and Rescue or something, they will even offer you a 10% discount. Check their website for that special. So that's really cool. And to go with that, oh, where did it go? Ah, yes. Is the DD Tarp 3x3. Now, I actually got this about 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, and I never used it until this year. That's right, I had this thing for years. I opened it for once, laid it out, checked everything, but because the area where I go camping a lot is very thick with woods, and it's just kind of hard to set up like basically 3 meters by 3 meters is almost 10 feet. Trying to find that much room, open space for something like this big is hard. But nonetheless, this year I decided to make it work, and I found some good places, and this works great. Very comfortable. You should go watch YouTube. You can make a tent out of this. It's really cool what you can do with this. And I only paid like $50 back in the day, but now if you go to Amazon, like $70. But again, go to DD Hammocks website, check their price. You'll probably get it a lot cheaper. Okay. Something else now, is the Snugpak Navigator. Now, like I told you in my videos, being in the Army Reserve, we get issued a lot of stuff, right? I could use that stuff, but if I break it, I pay for it. And I wanted to experiment and have fun with something I hope was lighter. I won't say better quality, but just different, a little lighter, something I could put in here. Because you know, the military sleep system, you cannot fit in 60 liters. Even the jungle bag is just very difficult. Or it can be, sorry. It takes up a lot of room. So I wanted to try this. And I will tell you the bad news is, I was not able to get this out this year. I had some camping trips planned, had to cancel them. But what I will do, I will pull it out of the bag here just so you can get an idea how small it can compress into. Hold on. See, we got a chair we're going to talk about later. A new tent we're going to talk about later. But first, here you go. That is the sleeping bag, the Snugpak Navigator. Right here. I guess it's built okay. You know, I found it on Amazon. Got it on sale, so that was really cool. You can get these for roughly $50 new on Amazon. Or if you get open package like me, a little further discount. But this is what it looks like when it's fully extended. It will cram into the bottom sleeping bag compartment up here, which was kind of cool. That was something I was looking for. So this, the jury's out on this. Maybe it'll work. I'm hoping later in the winter time we get a little more daylight. I can go back out to the woods and try this out. And there's another reason too, I'm switching things up. In order to go camping 360 days a year, at least I live in an area where we have a lot of fire restriction, okay? So with all that fire restriction, I can't be making like cutting down the woods and making a big bonfire to keep me warm, like you see in so many YouTube videos, like for campers out or bushcrafters and stuff. So I need warmer equipment. And so, you know, January, can't have a fire. How about we go for February, maybe even early March? I'll try this out then. But to complement that, I also got, like I said, this is great. But you have to put grass or, you want to put it, leaves or something to really pad this up and make it good. But if you're sleeping with a bunch of ticks, spiders and stuff, that's not the way you want to go. So what I decided to go with, to help, and just to get a really good night's sleep, is this Unigear Camfy P3. Again, this is a case where the influencer got influenced, if you want to say, because I saw there's a YouTuber called Lone Wolf 902, he's Canadian. Happened to come across a video with this, and you know, I was looking for a sleeping mat, and you know, when you look at Amazon, there's just literally hundreds of choices. It's impossible to pick the right one, it seems. But I looked at this video, decided to give it a shot, and I'm going to say if you're interested in getting a sleeping mat, so far this has been great. It works. That's one of the cool things. I'm not going to tell you it's the best on the market. It's definitely not the only one, but it works. It's very comfortable. So this has been a hit. Let's zip this up back here. Okay, let's look at some other odds and ends I may have picked up here. I got a lot of stuff this year. Korean MRE type food, good. Oh yes, the Pillow X. Yeah, you know, instead of just using my shirt or something for a pillow, I wanted to quote real pillow. Found this on Amazon. I'm going to tell you, the Klymit, it's okay. This thing is, sometimes I like using it, sometimes I don't. If you get on Amazon, it's going to cost you roughly $30 unless you get it secondhand like I did. It was like returned. I paid like $12.50. And all you do is open it up. See? You can blow it up a little more, of course, but kind of makes that, what, X pattern? It's okay. Yeah, the Pillow X, so it's your pillow. It's okay. You know, this is like nylon here, so your head tends to slide and stuff. I found some Korean brands for like 12,001, which is like roughly $11, that have felt on here that are a little more comfortable. that, you know, I kind of like those better in some ways. So I'm not going to say it's bad, but $30, yeah, get it cheaper or just get a different brand. Another thing, now let's see, is this my fire starting kit? Yeah, instead of working with a fire starting kit and stuff, I decided to change it up. I wanted to enjoy more cooking. Again, I have fire restrictions where I live, so it's not bushcrafty or anything, but you know, for fun and convenience, and again, I want to do 360 days, 5 days a year. I started going fuel canisters. This is my local Panda Palm, was like 6,001. 6,000, so like $6 for this. Got this off Amazon. About what was it, 18 bucks? Some little brand. I can't think of the name. I'll put it at the bottom. Oh my gosh, this works so good. Making coffee, cooking little meals. I've been missing out. You know, making a fire and all is fun, right? Like from scratch, but just being able to connect this, and this one's right here. You even got a little fire starter. You just push the button. Fantastic. Okay. Took a moment to recharge the camera battery, clean up things a bit. Let's move on to tent. Alright, so I told you about the Basha shelter. Really great. Tarp camping. It's fantastic. But sometimes, as I mentioned in the video last year, and again, you can look at the cards here or a link below to find more details. I have this old surplus tent. This is the EcoTap Survival Bivvy. It's a poncho, it's a tent, it's a it's designed to do everything. But I took this out last summer. First time I ever used it in summer. And it was miserable. It was hot. The ventilation was poor. So that's like, yeah, I need to upgrade. And plus, on top of that, if you use something like this, which is about this thick when you inflate it, your face will literally smack up against the roof of the tent. So it's like, okay, this was cool, served its purpose, but I want to change it out to a tent, a backpacker's tent. So this is from Rakaia Designs. It's a New Zealand company. This is their one-man Wai, W-A-I is how they spell it. If I'm wrong about that, again, look at, information somewhere here, correct it. So this was $90 off Amazon. Usually it runs about $190, whatever, $100, maybe $105, depending on what day you buy it. The company is New Zealand. They will not ship to Korea, so I had to wait until Amazon would get stocked in before I could buy it. The thing that really attracted to me was two things. Again, I'm not going to tell you it's the best. There's hundreds of brands to choose from, but it did as advertised. The reviews were overall good. It worked for me. And one of the cool things I liked about that, yeah, the only bad thing is, two bad things. This hideous orange color. It's the only color you can get for the one person. The two person has like a light green. But is the stake system here. Well, I'm making a big mess trying to show this. But what's really cool about their stakes is they're color coded. There's like gold or copper, however you want to call it, and like black. And that comes in so handy. And the reason I knew I specifically wanted that versus other brands is because I knew I was going to be camping at night and I need something quick and easy I can set up during the dark. And in fact, I did a video where I did some stealth camping at an old abandoned mine. That I got there about midnight and set this up. It did exactly what I wanted. Yeah, so see how you got like one end is copper, the other end is black. Now, when you lay out your tent, 2 pegs or 2 of the holes are copper, 2 are the black, so you know which sides to put them into. Works great. I've used this in the rain. Works great. No issues. Well, I'll tell you what, there is maybe one little issue, and that is this. When you look at and maybe on a review I'll cover this later. When you look at the specs, I'm 72 inches, and it fits me. But once I start putting this in here, I find myself that it raises, of course it's going to raise you a couple inches, and it's going to cause you to, or at least you're a person my size, to start touching the ends. Because you start, the arc of the tent, you start rubbing against that. if that makes any sense in this description. So that's a little issue. And I would also tell you this, Rakaia Designs, I like the tent, but they have horrible customer service, man. I spent like a month or so asking them, hey, when are you gonna get resupply? Hey, what about different colors? This, that. Just no reply. Which is really weird because they featured some stuff from a guy called Corporal's Corner. And he did like a little review, if you will, on their equipment. And they featured them in their post. So it's like, okay, this company's around. They're paying attention. But you send them an email asking them questions and they just will not reply. So if you have a problem with customer service or something, I don't know how to help you with that. But the tent works. Okay, let me pause this, clean this up. We'll keep going. Okay, now that we got the tent cleaned up, let's talk about seating. Another change for 2021 was, and this is entirely comfort, or for the most part comfort, I wanted something to sit down on. You know, again, sitting down on the ground is okay, but with, what do you want to call it, again, spiders, chiggers, ticks, that wasn't a good idea. And plus, you know, it just sounded like a really good idea just to have something nice to sit in. So I tried a couple things out. First, we got this stool from Brigade Quartermaster. Now, if you live at a military base, you can probably find this at your military clothing store. It was about $13. I think it's what I paid for it. Holds about 230 pounds. That's what it's officially rated. It actually holds more. It's pretty easy to set up, right? That's all. The problem with it is it's light. It's like a pound, maybe pound and a half. Relatively light, sturdy. Will fit into a small backpack, so like you're issued a salt pack and stuff, it's a great little thing to take along. But, however, it's so small. I mean, it doesn't matter how, like this thing can support 500 pounds, but unless you got a small frame, you're just not going to be comfortable on it. That's the problem I had. Like, small women, kid, like my kids, yeah, they're fine on this. But smaller size men even, you're fine. But I'm 5'11", and my weight and size and frame, it just does not work well. I mean, it works, but I decided to go with something different. One Tigress. Now, One Tigress is a brand many of you may have heard of. This chair, you can see a lot. If you look at the One Tigress camping chair, foldable chair, this will run you $50 on Amazon. There's other brands out there. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive. This one is also easy to set up. Let's see, it's $50. I think it supports like 330, maybe 270, something like that pounds. Weighs 2 pounds. So it is heavier, it takes up more room. This is not something you would probably try to put into like a 30-liter pack. But you know, if you want comfort, you want something foldable, packable. And again, I'm not saying it's the best, but it works, and that's important. When you're working with hundreds of brands that you're looking at, the G Markets, the Amazons of the world, the Alibabas maybe, it's sometimes, you know, it's not always about finding the best price. It's just finding something that works. And that's one thing. I looked at the reviews on both Amazon and YouTube, in particular a channel called the Outdoor Gear Review. Had a little thing about this, and I decided to give it a shot. And so what you do, when I'm talking here, so let me get situated. You have this, what is this, polyester canvas type thing. You got a couple slots here. You just simply connect it here, right? So you connect them in the back. Connect again. This is where you gotta muscle. You gotta get that muscle for that final stretch. For that last peg. And that's it. Now, I will tell you, this was also featured in the same video. I featured that Rakaia tent and that camping video. And it's fairly comfortable. Now, there's a new XL version. I think that's what they call it, XL large. It has more of a headrest back here, but of course it's more expensive, takes up more space. There's also a multicam version. Now the multicam version will run you extra $10 for $60, unless you find it on sale, of course. And it is made with Cordura nylon, so that's really cool. You're getting that nice Cordura nylon, which is very good quality, but you're going to pay more for it. So I figured for myself, it just made sense. Just go with this. $50, yes, it's pricier than other versions, but it supports weight, it's comfortable, known brand, it gets the job done. And so, let's talk, speaking of which, we're going to also talk about, in the world of comfort, tables. That's right. 2021, I wanted comfort. You know, I should say comfort. It's just about having a really good experience. So I also bought a table. Now there's, again, hundreds, if not thousands of foldable camping tables out there. Some are little titanium, maybe even aluminum tables. They're about this high off the ground. They pack up to something this big. But of course it's barely off the ground, so you're going to kind of hard to get up. I wanted something that was affordable, that I could pack up, and I would not take this on a long hiking trip, but when it comes on short hiking trips, even car camping, definitely, absolutely car camping, something I could really just, again, I want to enjoy my time in the woods, wherever I go. So I bought this this table from a brand called, it's Chinese, Edeuoey, Edeuoey. It was $18 off Amazon. And once again, I looked at some reviews on YouTube, and in particular, the ones I find the most are from the UK. I don't know what it is, but your Nature Hike and all these other kind of like Chinese type companies, the UK, they seem to really like those brands, and they have a lot of reviews of them. But all you simply do, see, it just folds up here, and you just fasten it to this. And I'm not going to take the time to actually fasten it, but it would set up straight, and you know what, it works. I will tell you it's a little long. I mean, it's too big to fit inside my backpack. That's why I had to put it in the side pouch, so right up and down. But yeah, there's some cases I've used that. Fantastic. Okay. So I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's probably a few odds and ends I missed, and I can cover those in later reviews. But the point is, you see how comfortable I'm in this chair? I really do enjoy this chair. That's like a lot of the big changes I made for 2020 when it came to outdoor adventuring. I really wanted to change it up. I wanted to really make up for COVID, right? 2020 sucked for everybody, so I wanted to get out more and make up for it. The stuff I told you, like the German kit mat, the bastion, I'm not getting rid of that. I'm going to keep that more for a day hiking kit. Or from really mild weather, like say early to mid-spring, before the bugs come out and stuff, that would be great for that. But otherwise, this is the stuff I would probably be doing normally, do more camping than exploring, and just go out and have fun with it. And so, as I ramble here, please let me know in the comments what you'd like more information about. If you're curious about any of these products or anything, please hit me up. I'll try to answer your questions. I want to thank you for watching this. Have a happy new year. And please like, share, subscribe. You know, share this with your friends, right? If you have questions, please hit me up, and have a good one. Bye.